Hello, I am back today to review for you the softer head for the clear jelly stamper. You may remember I did a video about the clear jelly stamper, which I'm in love with because you can see through stuff and see where you're stamping, and it works beautifully. The one issue that is a minus, in my opinion, for this is that it is very fragile. And you have to be very, very careful when you're removing it or when you're cleaning it. And it limits the kind of techniques that you can do. So you have to be very, very gentle with that. But Clear Jelly Stamper just came up with a head that is less fragile. So what I'm going to do today is test it out and see how it works, because you definitely don't have to be as careful, and it gives you a little bit of give. So for people that have curvy nails like me, you can press in a little bit more rather than just purely rolling. So we're going to take a look and see how this works. Also, she sent me 3 plates to show you. So this one is Clear Jelly Stamper 03, CJS 03. And this is a winter theme. Obviously, you've got sort of the infinite image down here with different snowflakes. But what makes this plate super cool is that you can essentially build your own snowflake. You can construct a snowflake. So you can layer, like this is meant to be layered with that, and you can do your different branches on this. You put these together with this one in the middle. Same thing with these. You can layer them all over, outline them, layer this one over that one. These two are meant to fit interlocking. Same with those two, and then you've got that for your center. So I'm going to show you a little bit there of what you can do with that, because I think that that is really cool to be able to do snowflakes in different shades instead of just like all white or all silver. You could have a snowflake that's different shades of blue, or with silver and gold, or all kinds of fun stuff like that. Okay, then there is Clear Jelly Stamper 02. You can use it just for the cool reindeer and the cool little snowflakes, but what this is meant for is to get that Christmas sweater sort of a look. So you can do whichever stripes you want, whatever combinations of stripes and snowflakes and reindeers you want. So you could have like this little tree right here going over your nails, or maybe you just want small little trees in between this stripe or that stripe. So you can vary your sizes, vary your shapes, or you could just, you know, go nuts with reindeers or whatever. So I think that one's a lot of fun too. Now this one is more springy, and by the way, I want to mention that she's coming out soon with a few new plates that are spring and Valentine's themed, and you can see a sneak peek on her Facebook page. They're very cool. Take a look at them. All right, so this one is Butterflies and Flowers. And the idea here is that you put this down in one color, and then you can add your little butterfly wings in a different color, the bottom butterfly wings in the same color or a different color if you want. You can outline it in a color, and there, of course, is your antenna. That's cool enough, but I think these two right here, look at how cool, how many different colors and layers of colors you can get here. So this is your base, then you would stamp again in this one, like maybe you've got a light pink and a dark pink, and then maybe a purple, then maybe you want to outline in blue, and maybe you want to outline the whole thing in a different shade of pink or a yellow, or, you know, you could go yellow, orange, red, all the colors of the rainbow, but that gives you the ability to have 5 different colors in your flower, or 5 different shades of the same color, or however you want to do that. And then the same with this one. This one to me looks very like a poinsettia. So I love the idea. Even just those two together could do really cool poinsettia things. But look at, again, how many different colors or shades of colors you could get in there. So for if you were doing that for a poinsettia for Christmas, you could do maybe the base in red, and then a little bit of accent in maybe silver or gold. So there's lots of fun little things you can do. And let's not forget the leaves. So leaves for your flowers, of course, too, and little stems, and then flourishes if you want them. So, and these are centers of the flowers. It's hard to see because they're pretty tiny. I think you can see though, but those are like if you want to put like little black spots in the middle of your flower. So then like you can do a bigger one on this one. You mix and match for the look that you want, because, and actually if you count that, that's another color you can get in there. So there's a lot of fun with this, and I'm really excited about the possibilities for this. So, and let me also take a quick moment to show you. The plates are just over 2¼ inches square. There you go. you might say, okay, well that flower is going to be a little bit too big for me to put on my nails because I have smaller nails. Keep in mind you can also just start with that one. There's nothing that says you have to use all of those layers. But so that'll give you just a quick little idea. Okay, let's see how this stamper does. I am going to stamp using Sally Hansen Instant Dry in Silver Sweep and hit the bottle polish in Pool Party. Now I'm using the same technique to pick up as she says before, just a quick little flick of the wrist. And I messed up because I have all kinds of stuff on there. But okay, so let's look and see here about cleanup because I didn't get a perfect image. So I'm gonna pick it up with tape. Seems to be just fine. Just to be clear, I did not prime this. I didn't do anything to it. You can swipe it with acetone. I didn't bother. Quick flick of the wrist. And I got perfect image. Okay. Take my tape and get rid of this because I don't want that ending up on my finger. All right. Now I'm just going to apply, and this time I kind of rolled my finger into it. I have a little bit more leeway, and there you go. You can see the image. I just rolled it on, and now we're going to do our second color in blue. Quick flick of the wrist. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to try to show you here. I am going to put this right on so I have it exactly where I want it. Okay, and so I messed up a little bit, so this is a good place for me to say two things. One is that you don't have quite as long to wait with the more flexible head because it's made of a different material. The polish is going to dry a little faster, and that's what happened here. But this will also be a good opportunity for me to show you how the clear jelly stamper is good for repairing when you make a mistake. And I just made a mistake, so let's take a look. Okay, because I'm just wanting to fix one little prong, I'm only going to put a little bit of polish right there. And voila. Can you even tell that it was ever wrong? Because it looks oh so right. So can you even tell that that wasn't done correctly? Voila, it looks like it was done perfectly the first time. And you've got this beautiful two-tone snowflake. But you know what? Let's go a little further. Now I'm using Sally Hansen White On. This is the Extreme Wear. So I say I should have started with that because you can see the other two colors underneath it. And so that would have been better for me to start with first. But what I just want to show you is, look at how beautiful that placement is. And I actually kind of like it even with the other ones showing through. So look at how perfectly you can get that. And this is only, I've only done the manicure that you've seen online on my blog and in the previous video. This is my third time trying Clear Jelly Stamper. And you can see I did pretty darn, almost like I'm perfect. I mean, I'm not seeing any place where it's not perfect, even though I messed up on the one prong. So if you have any issues about really how well you can align this or repair things, I think this shows that it works pretty darn well. Okay, let's do a swatch test on this one to see just how it picks up. Comes out clear and pretty. Clear and pretty. And I had a little issue with his little front leg because it took me a little longer to align, so I'm going to redo that. Okay, so even though I messed up a little bit because I was too slow on the first time, I repaired that. Now, how perfectly are you ever going to be able to repair something like that with another stamper? It's just amazing. And if you're wondering, that was Hit the Bottle Polish Every Day on Truffling, and this is Barium Foil Effects in gold. Let's try this last one. So as you know, big solid images can be a little bit tricky when it comes to scraping because you don't want to scrape down into it. So you want to find the right angle and you want to be gentle. And beautiful. Picked up great. And now we're going to angle them down. Check that out, just beautiful. So these images stamp well. These images are just amazing, and the stamper's amazing too. The plus of the more flexible head is that it has more give, which is better for people like me that have slightly curvier nails. I was finding that I was having to correct for when I rolled on, sometimes my image would get a little distorted and I was having to learn how to correct for that. With this, I don't have to worry about this so much because I can press directly into it. The negative is that the polish dries more quickly on this. But as you can see, it's nice, while it's nice to have polish stay wet when you're trying to align it perfectly, as you can see, even with the drier polish, I really didn't have too much of a problem. Even though the one prong didn't apply, I was able to redo it and align it perfectly because the clear jelly stamper is awesome that way. So I would say, especially if you're a curvy nail girl like me, pick up the softer refill head, and then you'll be able to play out. You're still not going to be able to do things like, you know, stretch images, those kinds of techniques, but this is going to give you a little bit more flexibility for application if you have curvier nails. And if you just tend to be a klutz like me and can pretty much destroy anything, I feel a little bit more secure knowing that I have something that's a little bit harder to destroy just because I am so tough on everything. The only thing I had sort of wished for the other head was that it was a little bit more flexible, and this is it. If you have any issues aligning stamps, fixing images that you've messed up, anything like that, this is really amazing, and I would say definitely give it a shot. Okay, all of the information, everything will be in the description box below the video, and thank you for watching.